Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives, sending you a few nuggets of energy and encouragement as you prepare for this weekend. This week has flown by, and we are approaching a weekend where we will be looking at how to celebrate Valentine's Day. This is a holiday, the first Valentine's holiday that we have will be celebrating during the pandemic. And so celebrating during pandemic is not a novel, is not a new thing. We have learned how to novelly do those things. But hopefully you're making plans, because that's what you do as resilient people. We have learned to kind of accommodate and adapt to most situations. And the most important thing is to try and not stress and try to be mindful of this pause, the pause to do some self-care and spread the love. And so I would just like to send you some virtual hugs, because that's how we've been managing this pandemic. And even though there is hope in the air, which by that I mean the vaccines are out and are starting to be administered in some cases, so within the year. That will be something that hopefully will be accomplished. But for now, today, this weekend, we still have to maintain the protocols that we've developed. And I just want to thank you for all that you've done to take care of yourselves. It is always wonderful to know when we're in a situation of uncertainty and dealing with challenges and adversities. It's always wonderful to know that someone else is is accompanying you and providing you support. And hopefully you have a network of people who are like-minded, who provide you with the support that you need. And in your support, possibly you have one who's humor, one who does numbers of things. It's important to have a network, especially in a time like this. So remember to check on your network and make sure that it's viable and it's working. So in case you might need to update your sources, do that. It's not good to be alone. We talked about being together is healing. So reach out and touch your friends and enjoy this weekend that's coming up. We have so many novel ways of celebrating now. We have just about worn out Zoom. We have, some people say they have Zoom fatigue, but there's any number of ways that you can do what you do. You might even just want to call and talk to someone. But the important thing is to remember that we are still in this pandemic and we're feeling so many different ways. And those ways can be stressful. I know I feel stress. and I have to figure out what do I want to do to deal with that stress. And so I today did some meditating. I try to do that every day. I also listen to some music because a lot of times things come from the outside. I have also turned off the TV because I really don't need to hear all of the details of what's happening with all of the things about the impeachment. So we have to know how to quiet ourselves and self-soothe ourselves as we prepare to have this wonderful weekend. It's just a perfect time when we talk about love and emotions, and help to look at ourselves, to look at how we love ourselves, you know. And so I just want to remind you that we are thriving. We're seeking to thrive, we're seeking to flourish, and we're seeking that against all odds. And so if we let the anxieties and the emotions get out of hand, then we lose and we are winners. So we must be disciplined in watching how we speak, watching our emotions, and keeping a check on them. I think it's been a while, but we talked about being in training, and I love that concept because it was speaking to the fact that if you have an employee or someone in your organization and they are in training, then you're going to be a little kinder to them because they're learning. And so if we were to look at our people, our network of people, and something is said, or before we really jump on them and tell them off, we can kind of think, well, they're in training, because we all are in training. We're in training, especially during this pandemic, because it's a new thing and our emotions are raw sometimes. We're hearing and experiencing so many different things. So I would just encourage you to prepare for a nice weekend. A little solitude always helps me to kind of come down, to decompress. And so enjoy your weekend. And hopefully we'll get a chance to speak again next week. Bye-bye now.